Oh, right. Yeah, you see, we gotta finish this up tonight. Right, Dancing Fool raises a good point. They're the Hogwarts game. That's the new fucking thing on the block right after this. Oh, right. No, I forgot about that. Right, I got that on my wish list. I might play that. But I also was taken in by Kerbal Space Program, because KSP 2 is coming out later this month. I'm an idiot. There are people that are basically space wizards at this point playing KSP 1, so I'm never gonna hold a candle to those people. But, we may spend an evening or two throwing big dumb rockets out into space. After we leave the Church of the Marker, we can all go back and join the Church of Delta V. Thrust. Anyway, let's get on with this. Let's finish this tonight. Gatekeepers are important. They keep the vandals out. Yeah, the watchman keeps the graveyard from, he keeps the graveyard, all nice, tidy, and secure. You wouldn't want any fucking grave robbers coming in and taking credit for shit that ain't theirs. The ending involves time travel with Nicole and Hammond's son trying to save his stepfather, Isaac Clarke, from a time-traveling marker. Ah, right, no, that's how they have it. You see, that's how they changed Dead Space to have a black protagonist. You see, I got it. We sussed it, Deku. There we go. Yeah, Right, just like we needed Elizabeth Cross, big, strong woman, to do absolutely nothing, but still somehow manage to detract from the entire affair. I'm never gonna let that go. They were very careful about, oh, well, we're just gonna slide this in here, but we've taken the logic and we're not changing anything in the end, and we could slide in our new ideas that are totally fucking unnecessary and don't really do anything and actually are kind of an eyesore, but nothing changes in the end, so nobody can get on us. No. Anyway, let's go, folks. Okay, so we're going to mining, and then we're gonna go to mineral storage. It's like more than halfway through the section, so we've got a ways. Okay. His son also has a 10-minute monologue addressing the audience that polyarmy is actually a good thing and a legitimate lifestyle. Ah, right, the Iron-Blooded Orphans, way of going about things. Yeah, polygamy is great. Giant robots are rad, and so is polygamy, man. Just fuck every girl you can get your hands on. Aren't we teaching the girls and boys out there just great things these days? I'm never gonna get to that fucking casino. You see, that's the biggest horror of this entire thing. We're never getting to that fucking casino. Although I will point out, apparently somebody's actually went digging, and apparently the capitalism comment that everyone's ragging on was actually in the original game. So we're all fucking stupid for getting annoyed at that, and, well, yeah, I fell for that one too. Whoops. My defense, though, I don't think I ever noticed because the older game is in such a low resolution compared to this one, I don't think anyone really noticed it. But, yeah, okay, that's fine. We're stupid, I can accept that, which is something that most people in the modern era cannot fucking do. Go, oh, I'm totally in the wrong without any sort of, like, fallback there. Whoops, my bad. People hating communism is, people hating capitalism. That's just sci-fi things at this point, but those people should go to Mars and join the Red Faction. You see, we're here cutting people up. Those guys should go to Mars and hit things with a big fucking hammer. Also, I missed a thing over there, but oh well. Fuck your girl with a giant robot. Fucking, amen. Thank you, Dancing Fool. Right, okay, so, we've got a long ways to go, so we're just playing the fucking game now until we get to mineral storage, or rather to the room where the guy who cuts himself up to avoid becoming a necromorph. And yeah, guys, it happened. I was looking through YouTube and I saw a video of someone who made a specific video about that moment, and it's got all the winning traits of entertainment today and all the bad ones. It's got a thumbnail that has a cliffhanger. It's got a title that's got a cliffhanger, and it's that room where the man blows his own limbs off. 2008 was not that fucking long ago, kids. But here we go again. We're doing this weird sort of reliving of events, but they're terrible with a new generation of complete fucking morons. I mean, some of them are impressionable kids. I was retarded as a kid. But... yeah, no, everyone's just getting dumber as we go on. Yeah, no, some people were right. The generations are getting dumber as we go on, and then now we're falling for, you know, the whole, you know, we're so gullible, we fall for a remake that's barely 10 years old.
Great. Let me work on the elevators. Any idea where Temple's SOS beacon might be?
I'll check the mining control room. The launch tubes there could send out a beacon easy.
Anyone there?
Hammond? Where are you?
In the vents, hoping they don't hear me.
Yeah.
All right, this plot line that goes nowhere.
No, the unitologists. They're all here on the crew deck. They've lost it. One of them stabbed her friend in the head. He just stood there. He fucking smiled. They're going somewhere.
Hammond! Shit. Lost the signal again. We gotta find that beacon, Isaac. Fast.
Oh, yeah, that whole plot line where Hammond's spying on the unitologist that amounts to fucking nothing, honestly. Wow. You notice how they were going somewhere? I was expecting Hammond to die that way, but no, actually he survives through all of that completely unscathed. We don't talk about it ever again, aside from going down to the crew deck later. But by then he's turned into tomato paste. So, yeah, why did we need to do that? Okay, so, since we've got the Sawzall here, we don't really need to do anything. Okay, so where are we going again? Yeah, we have to go down to the launch tubes. Save really quickly just in case the unfortunate should happen. We are playing on easy mode, but you know what? There was the wall monster with the instant kill that I completely forgot that was even there.
Weird. Two of the mining subducts are locked down, even though all systems are running. I'm gonna figure this out.
Generations get dumber as we go on. Sounds like a movie I once watched. Idiocracy, anyone? It's really sad how we're proving movies like that and then also Demolition Man, right? But it's okay, I'll be Dennis Leary swearing in front of the fucking Taco Bell about the evils of the world. Until I am the last sane man left. Joke's on you, I'm uneasy! Ah! As we were. Found another goofy BattleTech Roya, which is I'm kind of tempted to use for my writing idea, because holy hell, it's got some goofy shit in it. Explain. Dancing Fool, explain that one. Did you find a piece of, extended universe that's just retarded? It's very tempting to pick those things up. It's all dice roll based. Instantly dead. Ah, right. I've got so much ammo, I could just sit here doing whatever, because it's not like this is a survival horror game, right, guys? Right? No? No, I'm a Space Marine. This is Doom. This is Doom without Doom chests. No, don't bleed on me. I've got things to do. I've got to find a mediocre ending that adds nothing, but took a whole lot of fucking work to get to, man. Oh boy. No. Thank you. It has some absolutely hilarious options, like finding an intact McKenna or partially functionally shipyard. McKenna? That's a fool. What is that? That sounds familiar. I can't quite place that. Refresh my memory. What's a McKenna? McKenna class battleship. Right. You see, my knowledge of ships or starships in BattleTech is jump ship and like the 4 or 5 really common drop ships. All right, we just press the button.
Tubes sealed. Please contact Supervisor Dallas for authorization.
Finally getting somewhere with the mining duct systems. Got the SOS beacon?
No, and the launch tubes are sealed. I need a deck administrator's rig to get them open.
The deck admin is Supervisor Dallas. He's on the processing subdeck. I've got rig activity for a Jacob Temple 2 maintenance subdeck. Maybe he left the SOS beacon there. Just hope you can reach it through these malfunctions.
Not malfunctions. Traps. The miner's way of holding the line.
Shit.
Storage room.
Okay.
Right, so
I'll
we need
unlock
level
the
3
subdeck.
access in order to access the room with the
Make sure
marker
that beacon's
fragment
not
in it.
wired to anything.
I'm fairly certain it's basically right next to the admin rig area, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, Darklight, I've got the guide open already, so thank you for your assistance, but I planned ahead. Yeah, just in case no one wanted to watch me make fun of, the really dumb, awful things in this remake, because if you weren't prepared for a horror game, why are you here? But oh, no, we can't say anything bad about the remake. You know, it's not like it says a lot that we're all fucking relieved that there's a game from 2008 to play, right? Just checking there. That was the guy who died to the trip mines, just checking there. It says a lot that we needed a game from 2008 to come back and actually be a nice thing. It's almost like there's a reason why we got to the places we've got with the entertainment industry as a whole. Not just video games, movies, TV show, everything. It's almost like there are reasons why we are here right now and why we needed a absolutely, horrendous, bloodthirsty horror game from 2008 to inject some color back into the room. Wow, it's almost like this is exactly why I'm highlighting this shit. Huh. But no, I'm just being me. Don't mind me. I'm just being me and being not being popular enough, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe I should make like 1 billion reaction videos of the jump scares that aren't scary, right? The jump scares that are clearly telegraphed like 9 times out of fucking 10, right? Maybe I should just be that. Maybe I should just like, maybe I should get a shelf behind me that's like Funko Pops, man, or something like that, right? Yeah, right now. I've heard, maybe I should stop shaving altogether so I can do the soy human face, because I can do it right now, right? You want that content? I can give you that content. I can fucking give you that. You don't want that, though. But nope. We all gotta be Puritans, and we go, no, don't ruin it! If you complain too much, they'll break everything! No, that's exactly why we need to complain, and I'll be the only man complaining if need be. Of course, that means that it's gonna amount to diddly dick. Oh, right. Oh, they're still alive. There we go. But yeah, if I'm the only man complaining, that complaining isn't gonna go anywhere, but I will do it just for the sake of someone having said, yeah, this was dumb, why is this like this? Because it's not like a horror game is supposed to be scary, right? Ow. What is horror, anyway? If horror isn't supposed to be... If we take today's, a grasp on what's horrifying by the censors, because somebody had to argue those, what's horror to those people? What is horror, anyway? It sounds like what they consider horror is just bad horror, right? The bad horror. Because if something that's, you know, a piece of entertainment in the horror genre is emotionally disturbing and actually gets to you and unsettles you, then it was good fucking horror, right? But apparently no, that's too far. No. No, we can't be emotionally affected by entertainment. No, that's wrong. Mineral samples. That's the room. Okay, so that's the room we're looking for. We just need the rig. So we need to go in here, or yeah, out here, and then solve this puzzle, in which we move the blocks. Your feedback is valid, but this is Dead Space, not Silent Hill. But see, here's the thing. I understand that the original Dead Space was never really Silent Hill, but you know what? It had its moments where it was good. And also, in addition to that, we can critique legitimate problems with this remake where it thinks it's smart and it really isn't. It changes things and it thinks it's being slick about them, but really they're worse. It's not like entertainment can make us feel emotion. Yeah, no, that's a flaw, man. No, I don't want to be emotionally triggered by entertainment. What's going on with my light? Wait a minute. Yeah, you guys caught that, right? What the fuck was that? Like, it was a circular pattern in my flat. What? Aha. Mercy me, the time jannies may be on to me. I'm complaining too much. Yeah, I'm not sure why that did that either. That was very interesting, though. It'd be interesting if the marker was fucking with our heads like that one, but they didn't think of that one. No, we needed Elizabeth Cross, right? We needed Elizabeth Cross to give us something we already fucking knew. And have an entire new person kind of just drag down the experience just to do something we already really knew and were fine with. Again, Nicole being a fucking spooky ghost was fine, really. It almost looked like the outline of the barrel. Yeah, it was some kind of like triangular sort of symbol going. I don't know what was going on there. Interesting though. When it fucks up things the old one was good at, it absolutely deserves bashing. But no, you see, people don't think that. They're the kind of people that are looking at the gameplay, and granted, the gameplay's the best it's ever been. It's everything that we liked about Dead Space, in one package. It's the entire series of experiments with all of the, the missteps removed, right? Aside from, the stasis and oxygen tanks every 5 minutes, every 5 fucking feet, so you don't actually need to worry about resource management. That's a little not great, but again, you could also argue that Dead Space was a terrible survival horror game and it was never really good at that. So that's an arguable thing, but people see the gameplay being great and be like, oh no, don't complain about it! Even when I'm one of the people who like the story, and when the story's not as good, I'm gonna fucking say something. But nope, can't do that. Gotta keep on with the crowd, right? Gotta say what everybody else is fucking saying, right? Whoa, that fucking auto-aim. Holy shit. That snapped a target. It's not like I'm playing on games journalist mode. With all of the blinders turned on. Oh, but that's optional, they say. Oh, you had to turn that on. Yeah, it's there. Do you know what that means? That means somebody argued for it. Now, what would happen if that person gains more control over something like has been happening? I don't know, the last fucking decade has shown us what happens when that happens, and it's awful. Right? Yeah. What happens when people get overly concerned? Actually, you're even more a threat for this now, because this proved to be popular. You're gonna get a Dead Space 2 remaster. And since it's popular, now all of the The people you don't want anywhere near this are gonna be paying attention, because, ooh, the newest thing to fucking manipulate culture to my fucking whims. Oh boy. Oh, we've got something new here. Ooh, the algorithms say this is popular. Let's fuck with it. It's coming. It's coming, and when it actually ruins something that was actually nice, I fucking told you so. Oh, here we are, though. Where's the trigger warning, though? Mainstream is fucking poison for the franchise in this day and age. Actually, I think we're seeing it evolve into something new, because before, video games in this sort of entertainment were niche and in a corner, and it seems like the mainstream evolved to take control of this just to ruin it. So, I may sound like a hipster, but yeah, video games were better when it was a niche topic across the fucking board. Okay, so where's the trigger warning? They are still on, right? They're still here, right? Just saying. Is everything still on? I don't want to be fucking spooked, man. Okay, let's see here. Accessibility, right? Yeah, it's there. Okay, content warning, right? It is there. Level 3. Self-amputation. Wow, it's almost like, yeah, that's kind of the point, because the guy was actually doing us a favor, because, you know, he doesn't want to hurt anybody, and we don't want to be eaten by horrible monsters. It's almost like you're supposed to witness this and not be shied away by a kind of more, because this is actually a noble sacrifice. It's almost like you're supposed to actually take that in, and if you're too squeamish to go even near this, you're missing a gigantic fucking portion of one of this game's, like, better moments. But no, this guy, yeah, I'm not, no, man. This guy, he's just a prop, right? Yeah, it's just, yeah, he doesn't mean anything, right? No, that guy's story, who he was, no, he's not actually a person. I can't handle that. No, that guy, he's just, it's just, yo, it's like, it's a body prop. It's made of, like, ballistics gel or something, right? No, it's just, there was nothing important here. There was no moment here that was that's actually important or emotionally moving. No, actually, no. We can't do that, right? No, I don't want to be emotionally moved. That's triggering. See where this goes? I hope you fucking do, but no one wants to complain because we've gotten a new thing and God knows how long, and they don't want to ruin it, but motherfuckers, yeah, I'm fucking telling you, you need to be critical of this, or you let it in, and once it's in, we're here again. We're exactly where we were, again, before this.
Clearance confirmed.
Careful, they may come out for ballistics dummies yet. Good thing Mythbusters is over. Good thing that's over. And where's there it is. Okay. What do you mean ruin something nice? A lot of nice things have already been ruined, or are on their way to becoming ruined. I know, right? It's almost like we should really be doing something about this, but no! Let's just go with the flow and let the morons ruin literally everything. But it's not like I'm trying to actually say something important here. No, you don't actually. No, you see, I'm not attractive enough. You see, I'm not Markiplier. I'm not PewDiePie. I'm not a good-looking guy enough. Nobody likes my opinions because I'm just not fucking cool, even though more often than not I am actually saying the right fucking things and time has proven me right about them. It's just that yeah, it takes a while for that to, you know, for me being right to actually come to pass, but by then no one gives a fuck. Really, at this point, I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Me being niche or accepted, I don't care at this point, because the whole fucking boat is being driven by morons. And really, there's no stopping it. So if they're going to ruin Dead Space, you know, 2, this kind of complaining isn't really gonna do anything.
The administrator's rig changed location.
I know it's already pointless. I'm doing it anyway, just for the sake of saying, you know what, I saw us going over a cliff and I tried to warn you. If there's nothing else. Ow. You are cool to some of us. Thank you. And really, I want video games to be good, and this is the thing. This is good. It's just that they got their hands on the fucking story. The people in the gameplay department, like I keep saying, A+ job, fucking spectacular. The artwork, everything but the character models. I don't know what happened there. The necromorphs are fantastic. I guess it's because all those problematic people were too afraid to go near it. Yeah, I don't care about you. See, I don't give a shit. No, romance? No. I don't care about you, your girlfriend, or anything else you're bringing to the table, because you're really not. Again, real talk, I liked it better when the ship was a mausoleum for a couple of days. Like, plus a couple of days. The vast majority of people were dead. They still are, but even more people than they're trying to pretend are alive right now. Yep, this plot line that goes nowhere.
He must be in the vents on the crew deck.
They're bringing something in.
Also, speaking of this, speaking of just, not really adding anything, can we have a counter for how many times Kyne says Amelia? Because I swear to God, it's like 4 to 5 times more than the original.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
You can't. It's modernity.
What? That was the marker.
Wow, you were covered real fucking quick.
Did you?
No. I didn't see anything. I lost Hammond's signal again.
It's almost like him yelling in the vents would have triggered all the cultists, and that would have been kind of a problem. But no. Nah. Nope. Where's the other one? Oh. Well, I got it. Is it the wall thing? Yeah, it's the wall thing. Good thing I've got like 1 billion rounds of ammo, though. Like, how the fuck did most of these idiots survive? How did one slasher take out an entire military vessel who knew what the fuck they were getting into? They kind of were briefed on this. But that's, again, that's a flaw of the original game, too. But they could have altered this by saying, oh, Chen was sitting there, like, gestating in the fucking pod and turning into a super slasher or something like that. Like Hunter Mark II on his own. That would have explained some things. That would have been a good correction. You see, they didn't touch that, though. No, they went in and they added stupid things we didn't need that didn't affect anything, but they didn't actually correct some of the flaws. Amazing. But again, can't say anything bad. Nope, can't say anything bad. Nope, Phontomen, I don't know what you're talking about. You're barking at shadows, man. There's absolutely no reason for any of this, right? There's no reason to be yelling. Nothing. It's not like anything bad happened, right? It's not like anything's gonna happen now, right? You can turn off the warnings, right? Guys, we got here by doing this stupid shit. We're letting this shit in. But nope! You clearly didn't listen to anyone else. Why would you listen to me? So again, I'm fine with being unpopular like that. Because in the end, if I'm right, well, I couldn't really change anything anyway, because no one's really listening to me and no one wants to make a fuss. So, well, I suppose at the end, we'll all be sitting 6 feet under and I'll be sitting there laughing at you. We'll all be at the bottom of the same fucking grave. I mean, maybe the cultists were also screaming around that. I mean, I suppose, yeah, but I felt like that's where that was going, and the thing is, this plotline disappears now. Like, we don't see any more of Hammond anywhere near those cultists or whatever they were doing. It was almost like they shouldn't have even moved the damn thing, because it was always in cargo. I'm not sure, like, why do this? Because, like, I think all of the spooks that we, in the crew deck are recycled from Mercer's original shenanigans in medical, right? That's where all the sacrifices and the bodies were, right? I think that's where it's like they pulled apart a section to put it somewhere else and added emphasis to that section when they didn't need to, and it just kind of goes nowhere. It's like intercepted by the whole Valor thing, and it's completely fucking forgotten about.
Isaac.
Speaking of which... But remember now, kids, that's Elizabeth
Oh my
Cross.
God. I
Even
can't
though
believe you're here.
we are physically limited by a boundary here, and that might as well be a complete fucking hallucination to us.
SOS beacon nearby.
Did we need her to live? Like, do we need that to be a body? No, we kind of didn't. And it actually added more mystery to what the marker is and what it's capable of. Is it capable of just kind of doing random shit and somewhat, you know, supernaturally affecting, you know, control panels and maybe kind of flipping some switches here and there? Or are we doing it and we just completely misunderstood what the fuck was going on? Like, imagine if I walked into this room, into this encounter, and then a quarantine lifted. And then Nicole was like, oh, I'm trying to fix it. I'll just hold them off, Isaac. I'm like, okay, babe. And then I kill all of all the necromorphs. And then she says, I've got it. And the door's open, but she didn't do anything. I just lifted the quarantine by myself. She didn't actually do anything. She just looked like she was doing something, right? It made her more believable that she was alive. And I felt like I was doing something. I was distracted. No, but we needed Elizabeth Cross, right? Oh yeah, let's let her get mauled alive. Let's see what happens.
Unlock the workshop from here.
Because you're not my girlfriend.
There's so much I need to tell you.
I know. We'll have time. I promise.
But you know what? We don't need her. There's plenty more fish in the sea. Adiku's gonna be drawing hags for Valentine's Day. Plenty more hags in the sea. Don't need 40-year-old Nicole. See what? This shit, I'm too good for this shit. See, we're gonna go to Japan, right? We're gonna go to Japan and we're gonna sweep an overworked Japanese office lady off her feet. That'll be nice. Holy fucking shit, look how slow that is! Do I lose? Oh no! Beep. You see, here's the thing. In the original, Isaac shoots himself, I think. I think that's what happens when you fail that same set piece. I think he just shoots himself, which is even more fucking telling, if I remember correctly. Look at how fucking slow that necromorph is. Holy shit. He's like, I'ma get you. Swiggity swoogity, I'm coming for that booty. Yeah, he does. Which, again, that raises more fucking questions, don't you think? But hang on, wait a minute. Actually, it's accessibility, right? Let's turn the sensors off real quick just to see if we're missing something. Real quick.
I can unlock the workshop from here.
Nicole, there's so much I need to tell you.
You see what happens when you stop and stare in video games? It happens in Call of Duty all the time. You're not supposed to stop and stare, but when you stop and stare, you start to notice that it's all a fucking Disney ride. Now let's see if he actually kills himself. Because that raises more questions. Even when, you know, you're not supposed to do that, right? You're not supposed to fail things, right? But when you do that, it shows you shit that you may not have seen. Look at, again, swiggity swoogity, I'm coming for that white women booty. Now, do I kill myself or is it just fade to black? No, okay, no, they just completely fucking... Why remove that? Again, that showcases in a way of, while it's a little extreme of a showcase of an example, it showcases that something's not quite right here. Like, really? Okay, let's see here. Okay, now we turn the blinders back on because we're not missing anything. But, okay, so why did they remove that? Like, why was that removed? Oh, it was too much? Why, is that where You know what I said, right? What happens when these people get too much power that they're responsible for coming up with things like, oh, I'm sorry, the next audio log has sequences of bad men doing bad things. Oh no, those people, the people who did that, the people who championed and had to argue for that to be in there as a warning because we might affect people. What if that person or someone like that person got the suicide scene, removed? What if that happened? We just don't know it yet, right? We haven't found the audio log that tells us that the morons in human resources fucked with the game, right? We haven't seen the horror stories yet on that one, right? Now we're still looking for that video log, right? See, they may already be fucking here, morons. Then it's minor shit, and then it's the whole sections of a game. I'm not just saying this, we've spent a fucking decade doing this. Guys!
I can unlock the workshop from here.
Nicole, there's so much I need to tell you.
But yes, now we're going to avoid the...
I promise.
Wait a minute.
Let's get to that beacon. Everyone's counting on us.
Come on! She's actually not stasis. No, wait a minute.
They're here.
Keep working. I'll hold them off.
Yeah, no, I physically can't stay again. Huh. I shot a stasis beam at Nicole by accident, but she wasn't affected. But the stasis affects all living things and inanimate objects. Why would Nicole not be affected by stasis in this sequence? It's because she's not really there! Ah! Again! Why did you change this? You see how I'm not fucking crazy, right? You're actually ruining something that's perfectly fine the way it is. Try to gravity well?
It's
I mean...
done. The workshop's open.
Again.
I've seen you at work. You're a surgeon with that.
What happens if it was just a lockdown and she's just saying shit?
Okay.
Right? I'm like, yeah, thanks for doing that, Nicole. Yeah, right, we're a great team, aren't we? Right, yeah,
If you see any more, you hide. Okay?
Cross my heart. I love you, Isaac. You can do this. You'll put things back the way they were. And make us whole again.
Again, the dialogue wasn't terribly subtle in the original, but I feel like this is just... Knowing how they fucked with this doesn't make it better, it actually just makes it worse, because you can see how what it didn't need to be fucked with. Nicole could just be a spooky fucking ghost. And it doesn't change anything. Doing it similar to Blop's one scene. I am Victor Reznov, and I will have my revenge. And yeah, I'm just having a fucking hallucination. And actually, yeah, that's a great point. Imaginary best friend Reznov. Same shit. Now, what if they superimposed Reznov onto people? Does that make it better? Not really. It doesn't need to be changed. It's fine the way it is. We kind of, even at the end of it, we understand, oh, I was just hallucinating. That's why it was weird. There's a reason for that, because it's not actually happening. So, would you change it so that Reznov is always projected on another fucking person? Like, there's always a physical body that we're seeing as Reznov, and Reznov isn't just an imaginary friend? Does that make it better? No, it doesn't. That's actually a lot of pointless fucking work for no reason, and actually might detract from certain scenes, as it does here. So, again, I've got points. No one wants to hear them because please shut up. We've got a good video game.
Good. I got the SOS beacon. Cole helped me out.
Oh, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone with my TV and my toasters and my steel-belted radials, and I won't say anything. And I'm not gonna leave you alone.
I'll launch the beacon. You watch out for Nicole.
Assuming the system doesn't fizzle out again. Stay sharp.
That scene from Network is rather fucking, poignant now, isn't it? I won't say anything. Just leave me alone. That's exactly the phase that everyone's going through right now. Oh, it's a good game. We don't really... No, don't fuck with it, please. No, it's great. No, we finally got something good. Please don't ruin it. No, they already are ruining it, moron. You're just letting them win. I mean, wouldn't the person you're projecting on be really fucking confused when you use the wrong name? Yeah, which would break the illusion. Okay, we're just going back. I don't need to loot this fucking room. We're good.
Exiting zero gravity.
But, like I said, I will be Dennis Leary, sitting in front of that Taco Bell on the lower levels, just complaining about all the, all the ills of the world and how, you know what, I like my high cholesterol and my heart problems. Thank you. Shit makes me feel alive, even if it kills me slower. But as he said, not in Demolition Man, but in one of his stand-up routines that I remember quite vividly, who cares about those years? Those are the years at the end! Those are the worst ones! Why would you want to prolong that? Live today, my friends. Live today. Entirely fair point. Well, yeah. Glad to see somebody agrees with me. But again, this is where I'm going, because every time I make a point, even if I'm, sometimes I'm wrong, I'm not perfect. But when I'm right, nobody gives a shit. Actually, I feel like that's a fucked up thing. When people think I'm wrong, I get a stronger reaction than when people think I'm right. It's kind of odd. When I piss people off, boy, do I fucking hear it. When I do something right, though, nothing. That's the situation of For All Over, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. But hey, okay, then I guess I'll keep my opinions there, pissing off people. Look, it means more views. Yeah, right, I gotta think about traffic now, because, I've got the shit poster badge on Twitter, right? I've got Twitter Blue. Mr. Musk says he's gonna start sharing ad revenue with me, so I better get those viral, rage tweets in, right? Better up that fucking traffic, man. I'll be making money on it soon. See, I knew the shitposting badge was gonna be good for something, rather than just being a shitposting badge. That's the only reason I got it, because I felt like I'm mocking modernity again by having the shitposter badge. My first literal post with it was, hello, yes, my opinions are more important than yours. That's exactly, I paid, it took a month to verify, so I paid $16 for that, just to do that. But hey, I can also post longer videos, which I do. Those memes. Those memes, right? Mm-hmm. Drinking the haterade. When you crow about how you got things correct, people will say you're a hater. Mm-hmm. Hater. Mm-hmm.
Clearance confirmed.
Trigger warning. But again, it's not real, right? It's just it's not even placed properly. Like, yeah, you can just ignore that. It's just, it's not a person. Again, even though when you're doing this, you're eroding away at your own suspension of disbelief, and you're not actually taking in, yet again, the horror. So why are you playing this? Why not just play like, why not just go play Halo? Which again, you can make some comparisons. You can make some comparison between how Dead Space isn't that great of a horror game or survival horror game from the beginning. Again, it being like the Halo or Gears of War of, you know, of survival horror, right? It's not awful enough. It's not punishing enough for no reason to be a survival horror game, right? But again, there was actually some nice moments here, and trigger warning. You can't. No. You can't take them in, even though you bought a horror game. No, I played Dead Space. It's really good. It says the person who played on story mode with all the triggers on that has no fucking idea about half of the shit that's in this game.
Administrator access granted.
Yeah, it's a really good moment where I was attacked in the morgue by a fucking mosaic filter. Yeah, right? Yeah. That was memorable. What, mosaic filter? What are you talking about? That was the captain. Didn't you see his body like transform right in front of you? Wasn't that really well animated? Like, yeah, wasn't that really cool? Ew, no. Disgusting.
We can't just toss the
No, I can't handle that. No.
There's gotta be something.
See how this isn't really good?
The one in the
You see how letting more people into this via this means isn't really good? Because you're watering down the experience to let these people in who aren't really going to appreciate it properly anyway, right?
The machinery in there is still running, Isaac.
Then it probably kept those things out too.
Who knew millions more people will want to get into the Harry Potter universe despite a tiny group's attempts to ruin the creator's life? Funny that. Wow, Streisand effect, right? Yeah, it's almost like being a nonsensical moron gains the ire of other people. You see, that's the thing. But you see, Dead Space, you see, the gameplay is good, right? We won't complain, even though honestly the dumb shit that's in here is. You have to turn it on, but the fact that it's there is a fucking warning sign. It's the fire's there, it's just too low to see. Okay, so... Alright, I gotta put the beacon on the rock now. But yeah, crazy activist trying to ruin J.K. Rowling's, her fucking life just because, oh, she said something scientifically correct. Oh no, man, you're harshing our dreams. You're popping our bubble, man. Speaking of popping bubbles, do you see that the F-22 now has a kill? First air-to-air kill on a weather balloon. There's a fucking kill mark on the side of an F-22 out there, and that's just great. Too bad it was like 3 days late. Again, everything I've seen, it actually looks like a half-decent game and lets you be an utter bastard. Maybe we'll have to do that. Oh. Ow. Go, player vulnerability in a horror game? No! No, I don't want to be made vulnerable. In a horror game. No! You see how that's totally a different fucking game? And that's not good for you as a person who enjoys the game when it's on full blast and doing everything it wants to do? See how more people in here doesn't really make things better? I mean, hell, you might have people who experience the game like this argue against being gruesome and, horrifying because, oh, that's too much. Dead Space being gruesome and horrifying. The thing about mutilating horrible space zombies is it being gruesome and horrifying is too much, right? You see how this starts to cause problems? Right, and then, wait, where's this go now? Oh, right, it goes, those people decide that you're the problem and argue for your removal. Right? No, Dead Space should be more bland and more like Gears of War and not actually a horror game. How many times have we done this? Too many to fucking count. Yeah, the same people who say orcs are all XPs of black people. Mm-hmm. Yep. Even though it's, kind of tribal culture as a whole, not just black people, that's what it is. The orcs are tribal, and every single civilization on the planet, Every human civilization was at the tribal stage at some point, right? It's not like it's a meme on the whole thing. No, it's specifically black people. Why? Because I'm actually a racist, and that's what I jump to. But more important than that, I see a moment to make a moral stink about something that makes me look good. That's what it is at the end of the day. That's what it is. That's the arms race. It's been going on for years. It's people trying to find some way to twist something to make it seem like it requires moral outrage, and they're cool because they're the first ones that noticed. When it's splitting fucking hairs until you straw man something so fucking hard that you get to you get to reduce, fucking everything really about civil rights, everything, right? That's it. And again, to be extremely on point and fucking ruthless about it, a lot of people just follow along with that person because they know they're gonna get a free lunch. Yep. We've been doing this for 10 years and you fuckers still will not actually say anything.
Entering zero gravity.
You've been demoralized, and that's the first step to them fucking winning, kids. You don't want that. Shut up, they may leave us alone is not actually a solution. It's letting people win and hoping they don't fuck with you specifically. But they'll fuck with everything. Oh boy howdy, they will fuck with everything. But nope, people have lost the fight in them. It's like, oh, we got most of the game that we wanted. It's fine. Just don't say anything. Just, leave us alone, and we'll enjoy this here. I feel like I'm reciting dialogue from fucking High on Life. In that fucking tone of voice. Getting offended for other people, it's all about power. Yeah, getting offended for other people who may or may not care or exist. That's another thing as well. May or may not even fucking exist. But yeah, it's all about power and looking like you're someone important and, in the right and making yourself look good. That's all it really is.
Interior gravity
It's a high school fucking popularity contest. But it's who else, who's enough of a moral stickler, right? That was fine when it was that stupid, but then it transformed into basically a fucking cult. Which again, this is what happens when you don't fucking pay attention, you let shit get too big. But okay, we'll just let the rot grow on the fucking walls.
Caution. Gravity
Really helps the atmosphere. Gives me more to complain about. It makes, I live to complain, man. Not needlessly in some cases, but no, just give me more to talk about, man. It'll keep me up. If nothing else, calling you a fucking retard and watching you fail from your own mistakes is entertaining to me. It really is. If nothing else, like I said, we'll all be at the bottom of the same fucking hole, and I'll be sitting there cackling in the dark.
Is no longer tethered. Untrained personnel must leave the mining bay immediately. Exiting vacuum.
Alright. Where's the doohickey? Oh, I have to put it on the outside. Whoops.
Entering vacuum.
I'm sitting in the dark, stalking you, laughing at you. I hope with me. Doesn't really matter though, because I know I'm already way off in a fucking corner. I'll find some way to get to the mainstream, and then I'll be sitting there batting it away, batting it away with a, a very, very heavy object for the rest of my life, probably. Maybe I'll regret it, but then again, maybe, maybe all the money in the world in an entertainment empire will be worth it in the end. Maybe, just maybe. Even if I was popular, I may, holy fucking shit, are you just gonna clip through the entire environment there? Good lord. Watching your miserable life spiral out of control. Pretty much what I would do. Rather, if it's anything in the dark, yeah, I would be doing that. What I love most is when so-called allies of losers get burned by people they defended for the smallest of deviations from the hive mind. Yep. And then everybody just kind of shuts up and ignores it, right? I mean, if you become the culture, you can stop the cultural vandals. I mean, this is also true. However, that power comes with a whole lot of fucking responsibilities, and I better be on my best behavior if that happens. Great power comes with great responsibility. Unfortunately, the major problem with today is that lots of people have great power, but have great power in their hands right now with all the shenanigans going on. But the problem is the entire objective is not being responsible for your own actions. That's the thing. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get great power without having to actually be responsible with it at all, which is why everything is so fucked up. We haven't had ourselves a jump scare in a while, though. Or a filter. I wonder what's gonna be next. What's next? I mean, what would be next on the disturbing list? Or make someone else responsible. Yeah, right. Someone else is responsible for things they didn't actually do. Or rather, someone else is responsible for my fuck-ups. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the ball game. Right, get all the power, get all the glory, get everything, and then at the end of the road, blame someone else if you fuck up. Get somebody else to be the fall guy when you totally screw it up. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is modernity. It's not I shouldn't have known better. No, it's you who I'm attacking for the natural reactions to my own actions. The natural end result of my own actions. No, you're at fault because you could have made it so things didn't inconvenience me, even though I did this to myself. But no, I'm special. I shouldn't actually feel the repercussions of my own actions, even when I nearly intentionally hurt myself. No, it's everyone else's fault. No.
It's working. The beacon's online, broadcasting wideband.
I mean, when Western pressure groups can't do shit to the manga industry because Japan gives no fucks. Thank God for that.
Head on back to the
Japan is an island, and thank God for that. More ways than one.
Hazardous anomaly detected.
They are trying, and I hope to God they fail. Oh. All right, you again. Hi.
Quarantine shit with that hunter there. The system can't lift the lockdown.
Override the manual door release!
I'll try.
I'm also out of ammo. Mercy me, I need to go 3D print some more rounds.
Almost there. Hold it off. I got it. Hit the manual release.
Yeah, the auto aim is just so weird to look at. Yep, but I'm playing on game journalist mode, man.
Manual release is ready.
No, we gotta see it because because you want people to argue what Dead Space is after playing just this, right? You want people who play just this to tell you what's good or not about the game, right? Right? You want your opinion. You want the discussion, the dialogue to revolve around people who only played this, right? That's what you want, right? No, it's not. I'm actually finally out of ammo. Wow. Which means I'm actually gonna have to equip the plasma cutter to get out of this shit. Hang on. Oh no. I haven't been picking up shinies. Well, that shit just sure flew around, didn't it? Japanese culture is ill-suited for shit they have... For the shit they have used to influence the West. Japanese, you see, here's the thing. The Japanese are very isolationist, very isolated people. And that's paying dividends right now. It didn't help them during, World War II, but it's paying dividends now. Sometimes being stuck in your ways is actually a fucking good thing. Sometimes you're the only thing that can fucking save us. You really are out of it? Yeah, I picked up some now, but I'm actually out of ammo now. Actually, I've got 25 rounds.
I think it's gone, but I can't be sure. The system's bugged out again. I'm getting those camera glitches. The ones that look like my brother. Waving at me.
Notice how we keep talking about this more than we did before? Because I remember she only mentions this once. Like in an audio log, once we come back, like we walk through the area she was and we find an audio log. You notice how we're talking about this, but it doesn't do anything? Right? You know how we're, like, this is like the only, like, she only has like one button for character development and talk about my brother, but never say anything. Just bring it up over and over and over and over again. But we never do anything with that. We never go anywhere. Right? You notice that? You notice that? It's kind of fucking dumb. It's almost like they expanded dialogue and they expanded options for dialogue and did fuck all with it. I mean, maybe we should be thankful that they didn't. Right? But no, I'm gonna call them fucking retarded. But it seems like it's just, especially with Isaac talking, you didn't do anything with it. Yeah, sure, it's there, but it doesn't make anything better. It doesn't enhance anything. It's kind of meandering along the same moments. Twice in the OG. Once when she initially saw her brother in the cameras and she mentioned it, and the second time when she tried to run to the shuttle after you recovered everything. Otherwise, he wasn't mentioned at all that much in the OG. Yeah, it was once, but you remembered it because it was, part of the spooky shit. Once for effect. Now we're saying it every 5 fucking minutes for the same lack of effect. And now we're just fucking wearing it out now. I feel like it's some weird balance of. I really want to beat the writers over the head with a stick because everything they touched is worse. I feel like they were playing with things, but then they didn't go anywhere with them for some bizarre fucking reason. Like, or they couldn't come up with a new way of doing things, or that maybe some fucking absolutely stalwart bastard was saying, no, that changes it too much. Right? Maybe there was some guy out there with a fucking spine who said, no, you can't change that. No, that ruins everything. Don't fucking change that. Maybe we had an Isaac Clarke on the dev team who was like the one sane man in the room. It's like, this is bad. Everybody else is turning unitologist on me. I've got to fight back. He did it in board meetings. If there was somebody out there who prevented dumber things from happening in this game by arm twisting as hard as he fucking could, God bless whoever the hell that was. Man or woman, I don't care. Because that's another thing as well. It's funny, there is something we have to acknowledge about horror games. A lot of gamer girls actually specifically, spec into horror games, right? It's actually kind of odd, honestly. Like, Silent Hill 2, shit like that, really popular with women for some reason. Same as like Devil May Cry being like the level 1 bonehead picks for girl gamers. Don't know why. I mean, they have good taste, but it's kind of odd, isn't it? Horror games of all things? Sigmund Freud would have some things to say about this, I think, probably. He'd probably look into this probably a little bit too hard. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. But we haven't had a censor in a while, aside from ruining a moment back there in the, whatchamacallit, with the admin rig. Let's see where this is going now, because, oh, wait, no, we still have to go into we have to go to the crew space, which may or may not fuck with things. And then there's also the Valor. They're probably gonna censor that one guy with the leg, right? That's probably what they're gonna do, right? Right back. All right, folks. The Soul Reaver series was written by a woman. That I did not know, but hey, ladies and gentlemen, you know what else was written by a woman? Rants. See, I'm not out to hate women. Some women are actually pretty okay, honestly. Some maybe a little crazy there, but you know what? Just, you know, off-color in ways we can jive with. So I don't doubt that there are fans of Dead Space that kind of look at this and go, why did you do this? What the fuck were you doing? On both sides of the aisle there, if, so to speak, right? So I'm not hating any specific gender. I'm hating a specific small subsection of people who are fucking idiots. There's many ways you can describe that, but generally speaking, they're just fucking stupid. There is an old... There's an old phrase. There's an old saying. Some people are just fucking stupid. Survives today, mainly because it's so generalized, but again, it's actually more right than you know, wrong, honestly. It's aged very well because there are still stupid fucking people. No, I use that example to show women can write fucked up shit amazingly. I mean, good point there. I don't remember anything about Soul Reaver, but yes, they can, in fact, write fucked up things, and that's why I brought up rants too, because... Amy Henning. Wait, didn't Amy Henning do Uncharted and The Last of Us 1? Didn't she get fired after Last of Us 1 when what's-his-fucking-face decided to change everything?
We did it. Isaac, a ship just shocked in. The USM Valor. They must have heard our SOS.
She did.
That fast? What's a military ship doing way out here?
Out on patrol? Whatever, right now I take a rescue from a fucking magpie.
Druckmann hates it. Right, Druckmann, that fucking soy human being.
We can get all the answers.
That soybean paste human being. Fuck that guy. Or as I like to call him, Cuckman. There's many things we can call that man. Stupid, of course, is the generally accepted. Wait a minute, are we gonna get the string section corner again? Because I know I get an encounter around here somewhere. Are they gonna drop down for the fucking ceiling? Where's it? They've changed address. The string section no longer lives here. They moved. I don't know. I think it was a pretty good neighborhood. I don't know why. Man, no, we don't call it a man. Yep, Yep, there we go. Absolutely fucking that's as ruthless as you need to be with these fucking people, because they will never fucking stop. You leave them alone, they will just keep mouthing off and doing whatever, because they're passive-aggressive fucks, and they're also just despicable sneaks. You leave them alone without harassment like that, and they'll just keep doing the same shit they've been doing, which is actually harassing other people. See J.K. Rowling. So... yeah, no, harry the motherfuckers. Make fun of them. Call them out in public. You kinda need to, or they'll keep doing what they're doing. They're never gonna fucking learn. But then again, they still may never fucking learn. But again, don't give up, because that's not good either. Don't go, oh, they'll go away eventually. Nope, not without assistance. Because if they were gonna go away, they would have gone away already. Also, I forgot to buy ammo. That fucking spirit of the staircase there, I suppose. If they don't get consequences for their actions, they will never learn. Yep.
Quarantine lifted.
So this is why I'm being vocal about the things in this that I don't like, because if it's a horror game, it shouldn't have to accommodate people that can't handle horror. You should know what you're getting into because it's a horror game.
Another one. I'm getting weird feedback spikes on local comms.
If whatever's wrong with the comms array is spreading...
No, that's not it. So, the door to communications should be open. You can head down to the comms control station. And Isaac, watch what you say. I think someone's listening in.
I think it's kind, honestly. I think that's what this was leading to, but it's never explicitly stated. I hate the phrase "being the better person" in those situations. Yeah, because those people are exploiting that. They're letting if you just ignore the people and walk away without saying something, they're just like you're not doing anything to inhibit them or stop them. They're driven by their own desire for power and the things that they want. They're driven by power and greed. So they'll just see, oh, no reaction. I guess I'm gonna keep doing the same shit. That's how they think. And boy, we are low on money. Turning the other cheek in the old days would have meant that the person who struck you would have to slap you with an open palm, which would mean if you were a slave, you'd get to walk free. But some people today just don't learn, so this is why I'm sitting here being vocal about this shit, because people are never gonna stop. God help us, some people are becoming okay with the horrors of today, and no thanks. Yeah, no thanks. You can be well-adjusted and you can give in to the demoralization, but not me. No thanks. I know what I liked, and I want more of it, but unfortunately, it's looking like culture is caving in on itself so fucking hard that, yeah, if I want things, I'm gonna have to make them myself. Which, well, I was planning to do that, but it looks like it's gonna force me to get on with that a little bit earlier than I planned. In way less situations, but I suppose there's no time like the fucking present. Right? Be the change you want to see in the world, right? Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate that we have so many stupid people following that. Alright, so over here. This elevator. Also, those things over there, I have level 3 access, I could get those, but... Old amazing legacies are being executed in the public square, like the French Revolution, and there's no new legacies being born to take their place. Yes, because the people who are, you know, running the guillotines here are all fucking morons. And so the only thing they can do is they can kill the old legacies, but you see, they will go back for their skins and wear them like fucking costumes. Because they can't create things like that themselves, so they want to steal other people's work. But first they have to remove you from the things that you have made. And then they could sit there fucking everything up and creating, you know, doing things like remakes where they're not as good. Here, it's just the writing that's the problem. The gameplay department, thank fucking Christ, managed to get everything right. But again, I feel like that's actually somewhat of a problem. Because it just, yeah, the gameplay department works their asses off and gets everything right, but then everybody looks at that and goes, oh no, don't talk shit about the rest of the game, even though it's clearly fucking bad. Oh no! Don't talk, no. Once again, we don't leave us alone. We've got one nice thing in the harrowing darkness of modern day. No. No, leave us alone. We got one nice thing in so long. No, leave it alone. Don't say anything. Don't ruin it. Even though there are people that are already ruining it. And doing this kind of attitude is exactly what happened. And exactly why we got here. Probably one too many of those grenades is why I don't have any ammo. Go full talk. Oh yeah, right. Hey, yeah, right. You're the thing, the rings of power. Yeah, right. You do realize that's what they're planning to do with literally everything you let them get their hands on, right? Right. It's exactly. Rings of power is exactly what they plan to do, and it's awful. That's the end game every single fucking time. The more you go, oh well, they wouldn't do this time. Is the more times it fucking happens. In that break room, there's an audio log. Is there? Right, the one with the funny, whatchamacallit, yeah, there. Because I remember. Actually, there is no audio log. There's an audio log here, but you have to do the code to get it, but I don't know the code. We only know the get power node code. But there's apparently a log in here that you can get if you just, stamp the floor right. You have to do a button combo. Yeah, but it's a different button combo from the one that's written on the wall in the executive area. They only got a hold of that because the last of Tolkien's kids died. Yep, unfortunately. Again, shiny, okay, it's made a shanty. It's hunting. Hang on. Sea shanty Easter egg. Okay, each more different kind. Okay, it's both haunting and hilarious. One day ago, what's the combo? Okay, there we go. Thank you, Tasserin. Okay, melee, stomp, melee, melee, stomp, melee. Stomp. Melee. 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 Stomp. Apparently it's a sea shanty. Oh, is it Vivian Sandshell? At 4 in the morning? Rambling like a drunk moron? Is it that?
There once was a ship from the CECD, Ishimura USG. She cracked a moon with gravity. Go me, bully boys, go. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. 3 score years she served her tour. 30 planets cracked and poor. The captain called no fly and swore he'd take that mucker in tow. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Before the ship could set on home, tragedy struck and the colonies are gone.
That doesn't rhyme!
Done the wrong and brought the miners low. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go. The ghouls aboard a mystery spoke of immutology. The captain swore he'd keep his creed and drag his crew down so. Huh. Soon may the Callian come to save our souls and take us home. One day when the fixing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Okay, that's a fun Easter egg. Probably could have worded some of that a little bit better. Go back in the corner and write that. Have some more alcohol and drink, and come up with some better lyrics. That's funny though. You see, that's lightening the mood there with all of the things that we are experiencing, and well, they're growing on the walls like this currently. A sea shanty is not a bad thing though. That's a funny Easter egg.
Communications array offline. A repair technician has been notified.
Do I get a trigger warning for this one?
Unsent message retrieved from array buffer.
Progress report, Captain Benjamin Mathias to Paragon Jordan.
You're not Captain Mathias. You're not nearly any presence. Not nearly as much presence as the original guy. The fucked up thing is that guy was probably expensive and he only did a handful of lines, but boy, that was a memorable tone of voice, wasn't it? See, I price things in the audio department as well as I do in gameplay. Most people don't give two flying fucks, but I do. So when there's a specific actor that's giving a really good fucking performance, or a specific sort of ambience,
In a holding position.
that's actually really good, and suddenly it's fucking gone, I notice. Other people go, what? It's just a fucking, it's the same thing. Why? You don't have to actually, that doesn't matter.
It was sloppy work. Some of the dishes are intact. If I replace them and create a new circuit with no gaps, we can broadcast a signal.
I'd like to,
Only. but it should work.
I have to wait until the scripted sequence is done.
Do it. I'll keep an eye on things here.
Okay, so hang on here. Okay, let me. Oh, I closed the window like an idiot. Hang on. Okay, so where's the next one? We've got the one in. Okay, so that was fragment 8 that we picked up earlier. 8, that's whatchamacallit, that's in, mineral samples. Fragment 9, Chapter 8. Early on in Chapter 8, you take on the fixed comm array objective in which you have to solve a puzzle by using a stasis connecting shaped nodes. It's easy to miss that the marker fragment is in this room because it's so far away from the action. While facing the communication control screen, move all the way to the left. You'll see the fragment in a little nook inside the wall. Oh, okay. It's actually in this room. Wait. So it's actually in this room. Oh, it's right there! Is there anything else in here? Actually, no, that was it. Be a pretty good idea for a spook in there, but nope. Okay. Alright, now that I know how to actually do this puzzle, let's see here. We want that. Okay, so we need to go. I think it's this one? Or rather, no, it's not. Although I could do it that way. Okay, so it's only just. Okay, so it's this one. Going this way. What are the fragments for? The secret ending! The new super secret ending for New Game Plus, which probably is not actually that good. It's probably more dragging shit out and more things that the new writing team is terrible at. A new secret ending in which we get even more disappointed than we already are. Let's move that over here. And, let's see here. Actually, we'd have to do... Wouldn't that just go in right there? No, actually, no. We'd have to do... Right, this. No, that's still wrong. It's this. Yep, hang on here. Because you think it's orienting odd. Because it orients with me, but not... Let's see here. One of these is the right answer. Okay, no, that's back down. No, we need the other one, which I think is... Will that go into the hole properly? It will, okay. Good, we have an extra one, actually.
I think you got it. Try opening a channel to the Valor.
Exiting zero gravity.
Okay, now hang on here before I get ahead of myself. What's Fragment 10? Because Chapter 9 is set on a different ship, there are no marker fragments to be found. Don't worry, though. There are 2 in Chapter 10 to make up for it. Right, okay. Okay, so we're just... there's nothing on the Valor. We could just sprint through the Valor. There's nothing in there. The Valor has no marker fragments whatsoever, even though... There are probably unitologists on that ship, but that's splitting hairs. This is a Menace game secret. Hello, Spooky Skull Man!
This is USM Valor, broadcasting on all frequencies to USG Ishimura in response to your SOS. We've picked up your escape pod number 47 and are en route to your position. This message will repeat every 30 seconds until you respond.
The escape pod.
Oh, fuck. The pod Hammond jettisoned. It had Chip. That creature was inside.
No. USM Valor, come in.
Yeah, wait until we get to the Singularity Core and we have trigger warning, noble sacrifice.
Can we deploy the long-range antenna?
No, something's blocking the blast doors over the comms array. The hell?
There'll be a manual release over at maintenance. I'll go. Keep trying to reach them.
I'm looking for shinies. Leave me alone. I'm getting really lax on picking up shit. But then again, we're playing on Games Journalist difficulty, so I can be that lax. Because that's all it really... It's all you really do on Games Journalist difficulties. You get lax, you just play there and you play the game and then you run your fucking mouth. So hey! You play the game on the easiest difficulty while skipping the vast majority of things. And then you sit there running your mouth like you know it all. Wow, I guess I'm actually perfect for this, right? Yep, that's me. But you know, guys, I don't have a point, and modernity is, you know, modernity is not actually the enemy of a lot of fucking things in entertainment. Aha! Got it! Semiconductor! Oh no, it's the 3 necromorphs in a man costume. We good? Good. You see, that's them fucking with you. Right? Teamwork! 3 necromorphs in a man costume. Teamwork! Black humor. See, those people are doing their jobs right. Those people I don't have any fucking complaints with. It's the new morons who thought they were slick, enhancing the writing when they were ruining things that were perfectly fine the way they were. Those people we have a problem with. And then there's also the morons who came up with these fucking censors. But again, we're not responsible for our own poor decision making, right? If we ignored the warning labels on the Steam page or on the box or anywhere else, no, the game is still obligated to warn us about things, even though that's what the warning labels are for. It's almost like if we disregard the warnings, we deserve everything that we get. But no, everything has to overly cater to me, right? Yep. Yep. No. You see, no. Even when I'm responsible for my own actions, even when it's logical, that I be hurt by by the consequences of my own actions, I'm still not supposed to be hurt by them. That's your fault. It's almost like the end result of all of this is you can't fucking do anything because these people will always find some reason to complain, and thus they should not be listened to. Because, I'm all about everybody doing what they want and, free and unrestrained creativity. It's almost like that's what we wanted altogether. However, if you make something shit, I'm gonna call it shit. And the only people trying to censor anybody are the people that are actually putting the censors. Right? Because you saw me run through the game the first fucking time. I'm at home here. Modernity and seeking the mythical wider audience are the 2 biggest poisons for entertainment today. Yeah, The problem is that that means that nobody can actually do anything distinct, but then now we've gotten really weird, we've gotten into really weird places where people are, when you do something right and distinct, people think you're the enemy because it makes you look how, it showcases how shit they are, right? We can't have a West Germany to make our East Germany look bad, right? But I know I'm gonna be alone in well, not really alone at this, because there's some sane people out there, but there's gonna be a lot of people who are like, no. That should know better. That really should know better. That these are the golden bricks on the road to hell. You're stepping over them. We've seen them 1,000 times. That they're just gonna say shut up and they're not gonna say anything. And if something horrible goes wrong with the later remakes, or we get more horror that isn't actually horror, well, we know who to blame. But you know me, that I'm gonna be up there with I'm gonna be up there with all the ideas, you know, for the Necronica campaigns, because nobody's fucking touching that. Nobody wants to even acknowledge it. Also, I think I have to open the airlock too, right? It's sad how many cult classics can never be made in the current cultural environment. Yeah, it's almost like we didn't evolve. We just mutated the same constraints onto different things. Like, because again, this whole, this whole thing is going back to, in a really stupid way, you can't have mature subject matter in video games because video games are for kids. Remember that? Remember Jack Thompson? Remember that? Remember how Mortal Kombat and Grand Theft Auto are teaching our kids, with murder, like they're murder simulators, and how Manhunt is like like going to destroy society? Remember that? Remember that? Remember how dumb that was? We're doing that again, but it's not, oh, it's for kids. It's, oh, people can't handle that. Oh, that's too much. Why'd you buy a horror game? Oh, right, because everybody's got to be on new popular thing. Doesn't matter what it is. It's got to be new popular thing, right? Everybody's got to be on new popular thing, no matter what it is. And if it doesn't have something accommodating you, you have to shout, scream, and ruin it for everyone else, right? Everybody's got to be on new popular thing, no matter what it is.
It must have snagged on the comms array after we spaced it. It's not coming off without a fight.
And yeah, there's also Darklight. Yeah, also the ugly stick going around. It's in this game too. But yeah, the ugly stick where we can't have people who we can't have attractive people in video games. It makes people feel bad. I'm curious if the eye stabby scene gets censored and you just have to guess. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Like, the eyeball scene in Dead Space 2 gets censored, because you know that's gonna be censored, right? Because they did that with the scene, in here where Mercer, gives what's-his-face the injection through the eyeball. They censored that. Imagine if that's censored and you have to do it through a fucking Vaseline filter. I guess you're fucking dying then. Well, I guess I should have been an optometrist because I can't see straight. Yeah, and the caption scene got censored too. It's almost like, hey guys, it's almost like when they do that, it's specifically to unsettle you, and that's the whole fucking point, because when we start thinking, it's like, we start thinking about things that are really painful, that are, really personal, like personal space invading things, it's almost like it's the point that we trigger. It's almost like when we go for things like eyeballs and fingernails. If you watched Higurashi, you know what I'm talking about, you sick fucks. It's almost like when we do that shit, it makes you go, ooh, I feel it, and that's the point.
Entering zero gravity.
But it's okay. I'll be out here on my own with, with all the ideas for Necronica campaigns, and if I make it to entertainment, entertainment juggernaut, I'll bring some color back into the room. Not via, the fucking Riona game. That bit, no, not really. No. We already have Prisma Ilia. We think we need Prisma Ilia, but a horror game. A horror anything. Just saying. I can handle throat slitting and, leading to fountains of blood. Hang on. I'm playing on games journalism difficulty, but I still have to shoot things. Because this nearly killed me on normal difficulty. It was actually kind of harrowing, which is good, because it should be! It's a boss fight! But again, we can't have those moments. Like, you can't be in danger in a horror game because people don't like being in danger. When, you know, that's kind of the whole point of horror. I keep saying that, but I don't think anyone's really listening. Now I'm thinking about the nail scene and I'm fucking cringing, but that's good! That means it's good at its job! It's supposed to disturb you and stick with you. That's the whole point of being horrifying!
Is it dead?
Dead and gone. I'll try the antenna's manual release again.
Do it. I've got a transmission loaded and ready to go.
And yeah, now I'm actually kind of normal sounding, because that was totally fine. I'm playing on games journalist difficulty. Yep, no, I've got the situation well in hand. Everything's fine. And I'm gonna go on the internet and be paid to spout nonsense that barely gets the point across.
Zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
Difference is I am not gonna demand the author change that part of the series, since I respect the source material. Yes, right, again, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying leave it at the fuck alone. I'm not saying censor it in a different fucking way. The only people that are championing for censorship are the people who are actually arguing for the censors. Notice that, right? Right? Again, you notice that, right? The only people that are arguing for censorship are the people who are putting the censors in. We're all, the huggy authoritarianism, right?
Yes! Finally! USM Valor, this is Kendra Daniels on the USG Ishimura. Do not open the escape pod. Repeat, do not open that escape pod.
Remember when difficulties used to call you a pussy if you played on anything lower than normal, too? Can't have that now. It's because inclusivity, right? Wait, that wasn't censored. Hey! Hey! I'm triggered! Okay, okay. You see, that's really weird, too.
It's heading right for you!
The censors are really odd, and they're also somewhat inconsistent. And again, like we saw in the hallway, it actually adds back subtlety, because you can't see what's going on. But, you know, the guy slamming his head against the glass, you hear this noise, and you hear something that's kind of unsettling, but you can't see it.
What happened? Something shut the whole crew
It's almost like that's actually going back to the old way of horror, where you had to hide things and play with the imagination, because what you're coming up with may or may not be scary. Like, if you make a monster, if you're H.R. Geiger here, the alien in Alien, it may or may not be scary. However, the unknown is scary to everyone, right?
Singularity core. It can't get us home.
Wait.
People might think the alien is, is terrifying, but, some other people might see through it and call H.R. Geiger an idiot for having a dick fetish or something. Some kind of fixation, right? Right? Right, but again, if you can't see what it is, if it's unknown and still threatening, that fucks with everybody.
Clean up their own mess. I'm saving what I can.
Ted is a huge fucking monster, and there was no place to hide inside the pod. The pod has a window. But they might have thought he was wounded, too. Again, you see, Again, everything about opening the pod makes sense. It's just that the whole ship was killed by a single slasher. That's the part that's dumb. That's that. Again, you could have had them mutated, or better yet, they made it Chen, which is odd, but, or better yet, you could have had it be the Hunter. Or, like, if you were expanding Mercer's role here, if you were going to do that, you could have been, like, you could have had a variant of the Hunter, because that would make sense, because they can't fucking kill him. Like, Mercer's doing more wacky fucking experiments or some shit. Like, that's another thing about the whole thing being a mausoleum for a couple of days. Mercer's just in there, and he's just making experiments, man. He's just, it's been a couple of days, and,
Isaac, I'm on board.
He's just sitting there doing experiments. Which horrifying experiment would I like to conduct today? Just being fucking Josef Mengele in there, which is kind of what he originally was.
Exiting zero gravity.
Exiting vacuum.
I mean, they should have thrown one of those face hugger fuckers in there, and then had it turn the ship into more necromorphs, and then you'd get a little wave fight when it crashes into the station. Alright, my time is up. I need to go. Commander, chat, farewell, fly safe. Do try to enjoy the new ending. I will try, and thank you, stranger. See you around. But yeah, no, that could have... It being an infector, the flesh pterodactyls, that would have made more sense, because that means that there's more than one necromorph that's actually, you know, creating more and slowly overwhelming the crew. But the problem is, it needs to be Chen, because that is how they did this whole fucking wacky fucking character development thing. Like, they expanded Hammond's character role because they wanted that moment where it's like, ah! Well, I failed you, Chen, but I can make this right. Walks into a power core and is turned into a tomato. They wanted that moment, which, okay, yeah, that's a good moment, but the problem is looking at it, it creates so many problems that you wonder, was it really worth all of that? No. You could have fixed this problem, but again, I suppose they went, oh, it's a problem in the original. It doesn't make sense in the original, so we won't have to fix it. So we can just play around with it. La-di-da-di-da-da-da. So, again, they create new, interesting problems in their attempt to edit things without changing anything, and they don't change things that actually kind of needed to be changed. Like, again, how did this entire ship get overtaken by a single slide? Again, they could have just fixed it as, whatever the fuck Chen is mutating inside the pod, and the only thing we need to see to understand that is biomass creeping outside the pod. And then, having Chen be something, terrifying, kind of like the Twitchers here. Hey, I'm a streamer too, you know! Played some video games!
Isaac, we have a problem. The Valor's carrying a 12 megaton warhead. The crash hit the torpedo bay hard. I need you to handle that nuke right away, before something sets it off.
Handle 12 megatons? You know I'm not a nuclear engineer, right?
I don't need you to be. Just stabilize the warhead and eject it away from the Ishimura.
Christ, Hammond.
No one trained you to carve up monsters with a plasma cutter either. You haven't let us down yet.
Also, journalist difficulty always ruins the immersion to me. Like, you're running around one-tapping everything and at the same time supposed to believe that everyone on the station died from this. Yeah, it makes the thing even worse. It makes it so, why aren't there, the only thing, because the main thing that's a problem even on normal difficulty, and this is the scene that brings it up, even when you're playing on normal, these guys are military, these trained soldiers? I'm literally just some engineer working for a company. I went to college, and I have power tools. Why am I succeeding so hard when everybody else, including these fuckers, is dying? Playing it on easy mode makes this even more egregious when it's like, guys, just get a screw gun. Call up your friend with a truck. They're pretty much Spec Ops commando type shit. It's not, I don't think it's actually disclosed, but, exactly what branch of the military these fuckers are from, but as we've seen, these people had a briefing. There was a briefing, and it told them what they were getting into. They had flashy code names, but apparently nobody knew what the fuck any of that meant. It's like the guardsman's doing the... Well, actually, yeah, that... Wow, okay, that guy was... that was actually the tutorial for the Twitcher, and I just shot it to death. Yeah, I guess it's not important, then!
Soldiers must have had stasis units on their armor. When they were turned, those units merged right into their bodies, changed them. They're fucking fast, Isaac. Stay sharp.
Again, we kind of didn't... You see how they did that? They did the thing, and then the player would be like, how the fuck is that working? And they immediately rush to give you an explanation through exposition. That, again, this is where we're being unsubtle. I think there's more of this in the remake, because I think there was something that kind of hinted towards the Twitchers being... Yeah, there was something that told you that. I don't think it happened immediately, though. But that sort of thing. But that was present in the original game, so that's not that big of an issue. That's a problem with the subtlety in the original game as well. Guys, let some things be unknown for a bit. Again, yeah, my pulse rifle is super fucking awesome, and I'm just an engineer. The fuck, man? Do I have a bump stock on this thing? Like, why am I so much more effective? What happened here? The military was completely unprepared for the necromorph outbreak, but me, Isaac Clarke, an engineer, I saw what was coming and I drilled the third hole. I've got AR pistols with a brace. You're all fucked now. But that's alright, I may be the only hope for humanity. I forgot about that one. They need to bring back the old days where no enemy was explained until you died to it like 3 times. Something like that, I suppose. But we could also have just less explanations for things, but it's so well traveled that I suppose that's only... Yeah, right, you immediately run away, right? That's very threatening. Oh no! Immediately runs away. Oh wait, no, hang on. Still dead? Still dead, okay. That's that weird-ass AI programming that's like, cup noodle fighting, as I said. Where you see in Kung Fu movies where the guy's surrounded by like 10 dudes, but he's only fighting one guy, you know, one after the other. It's an odd, weird sort of like cinematography sort of thing. You see it in AI here because they don't want you to be surrounded and be overwhelmed immediately. But that does that even on the other difficulties. Where's the power? Where's the cube? Where's the game cube? Where did it go? There it is.
Mr. Clark? Hello? I must speak with you.
Who is this?
Dr. Terrence Kine, the Ishimura's chief science officer. I studied the marker for the church.
I'm done talking to unitologists.
But the planet won't rest until the marker is returned. You can't leave.
Watch me.
Once again, spoiling everything.
Caution. Radiation hazard.
Oh right, I didn't actually read this one. Failure to follow protocols could result in detonation. Do not jostle the nukes. Don't do it.
Radiation hazard.
Okay, so we actually probably should get the plasma cutter out just for the sake of it, but then again, that does damage over time. That might be a problem.
Contain all explosive materials.
Or we could just...
Caution.
As a scalpel.
Contain all explosive materials.
Because we can't let them attack us, and we also can't shoot the sacks. See, if I just kind of... We're good! We're good! Disarmed! We're good! Don't touch that. Do not touch that. What happens if you stasis the nuke? It'll probably explode because I'm doing damage over time with my stasis now. Oh boy. Okay, we're good. You see, this scene is actually still genuinely terrifying because any slight problem in this room will lead to the entire thing fucking detonating. Fire one!
Warhead has been ejected. Alerting bridge.
Okay, the warhead's clear.
Damn it. This doesn't add up. If the Valor was just on patrol, why bring a nuke? And if they had a target, what's out here except us?
Yeah, I know. I'm downloading a munitions report right now. I'll clear your route to the engine room. Grab that singularity core and let's get out of here.
Also, by the way, notice how Isaac never actually reacted to the log that's on the bridge, that's on the, the bridge that says they were legit looking to basically, hush this entire thing under the rug. He doesn't react to that. I didn't pick it up this time, but he doesn't do it even in the first part of this. Yes, such attention to detail, though, some people will say about really dumb things in the game. Like, oh, the dialogue changes when you have lower health. Amazing attention to detail, developers. Wow, amazing. Meanwhile, a character doesn't react logically when you learn information that's actually pretty key to the whole fucking plot. Okay, so we don't need to go through the...
Dear Lord Man, where is your comb?
Somewhere else. I do need to get a haircut, though. People are bugging me about that one, but... Are we all dead? Is everything good? Right? We're good? I think we're good. No, we're not, apparently. No, wait, no. No, we're fine, okay. Did you get hit? Getting hit just do 0 damage? No, it did damage. I've just got the maximum amount of health, so it did such an incredibly small amount of health it didn't even register on the rig. And then I regenerated the health almost immediately, because we have regenerating health. Again, we are playing a Necronica campaign now, where I'm actually regenerating shit after... regenerating body parts after every encounter. Yep. You see, that was actually kind of interesting to watch, isn't it? Again, gameplay, it's still funny to look at, even if we're making fun of all the flaws. But the thing is, the gameplay and how the game plays out in front of you, the spectacle, isn't harmed. Which is, thank God for that. But also, a lot of people want to say, no, don't say anything bad about it. No, you ruin it. No, don't. It's like the nuke room. Like, we're saying anything bad is like fucking jostling the nuke in the nuke room, and everything's gonna be worse if I actually say anything. No, that's not how that works. But the spectacle of this game, the horror, the blood, well, some of the horror, the bodily horror, right? That bit, that's fine. The psychological horror rests on the writing, which got fucked with. Oh. The psychological horror got harmed because of the writing, because that actually, you need to be a bit brainy with that. That bit, that got harmed, but most people weren't really in on the whole psychological horror. This game is about cutting off the limbs of horrible space zombies. That's functionally what the game is. And it's still pretty good at that. Great, even. Like I said, it's the best that the game has ever, been, because it's taking all the lessons from all of the Dead Space games and retrofitting all of those onto Dead Space 1. Very good. It's still an entertaining spectacle. And the problem is, we still have to have a bit of a talk about the rot in the walls. Because people going, oh, well, you can turn it... Wow, you're still not censored. Wow, hang on here. Yeah, no. Where are the sensors? That's actually kind of disturbing. Like, the man's bleeding to death and I can't help him. Like, hi. I can't even talk to him, which is kind of funny. They didn't even think about that one. But the man's lost a limb. I could try and, like, I could help him. I can cauterize that wound. He's going into fucking shock. I'm no medic, but I know how to do that, right? I know a thing or two about cutting limbs off. I can put them back together, right? Right, but no. That's odd. You would think if you were triggered so much that you had to have trigger warnings in the game, that would be one of the things, but I guess not. Haha, environmental puzzle. Come on, do the switchy thing. No, it's not far enough away. Come on, go, keep going. Come on, keep going. There we go. That does not mean what it used to mean. I'm very sorry. That reminds me, I wonder how bad they're gonna fuck up the new Silent Hill. That they may fuck up entirely. Because that's nearly all psychological horror, and if they fuck with it at all, people are gonna be pissed. But then again, now that they're making that remake, I have a reason to go back and play Silent Hill. I've never actually played any of the Silent Hill games. Now I got a reason to. I've always wanted to. I just never got I never got my hands on one. I know the first one isn't that good. Silent Hill 2 is the one everyone remembers. 3 is also pretty good as well, from like fanfare that I used to I remembered about them.
Lock him in alive?
Chen's dead. You know that.
I know my own fucking corporal. Chen, come in.
Ooh. But yeah, no, I have a reason to actually go play Silent Hill now, and I'm actually kind of excited. I know it's kind of a walking simulator, and it's survival horror in some of the bad ways. Like, you just being really crippled and not really able to do much. I remember 3 is a little bit more combat heavy, even though you're, you know, just a scrawny teenage girl. But now I got a reason to actually go play those, and you know what? I might. I'm not sure how I do. I want to go buy a port of it somewhere, or do I want to go back and track down a copy of Silent Hill 2 for the PS2 and just go back all the way to the bomb shelter, the enclosure? All modernity is gone. No, return to compact disc. The only problem is getting a copy of Silent Hill 2 would probably be incredibly fucking expensive. That's the major issue about that one. Speaking of horror, have you played any of the Fatal Frame games? No, actually. I've seen them, but no, I've never actually... See, that's the thing. I was very timid as a child, and also I just never got my hands on any of these games. So, honestly, if you look back at my gaming repertoire, I'm probably... Honestly, if you were to list off... If I were to accurately list off the names of everything that I played, you'd probably call me a fucking casual. But, no, I never actually got to play any of these games. And you know what? I think, well, since I spent, like, what, nearly a decade at this point, with Necronica, hell, why not? I mean, it's 2023, all this shenanigan with... 2023, wouldn't it be? No, it'd be next year, 9 years. Since my first Necronica campaign was somewhere around... I want to say March of 2014. 9 years of this fucking shit. 9 years! Look at the window. No place at all to hide a slasher. But again, they could have thought that he was wounded, or they foolishly did not look in the window. But again, the only thing that would have... You could have fixed this up here by saying, oh, well, there's some biomass growing in here, and it's got all these weird fucking pustule things, and I guess it's not a slasher anymore. It's something else. Ooh. But again, it doesn't really matter because we don't actually fight Chen. Chen gets turned into a tomato. And then we have a brute fight here, which comes out of nowhere to put us... There it is. Comes out of nowhere to put us specifically in a terrible spot. How did the brute get on the fucking boat? But then again, I suppose... It's probably from the Ishimura because we've collided. But you'd think a brute would take some time to gestate, too. Fucking Eurobeat is play. There he is. Spitfire! Is it dead? Did I kill it? I think I... Yup. He's dead. Yes, the Halo Hunter approach. Yep. Except I can slow people down in an instant. Man, I remember brute fights being way more threatening than that, even when you were fully equipped to deal with them. I don't know. Those feel really fucking easy now. I remember them being more threatening. I don't know. I could have just sucked at the original. I could have. That could have just been me. Or I could have been playing on, like, hard or something, because that was how everyone played it. Play on hard.
It wasn't just a nuke. They came loaded for war, seek and destroy. This was no patrol. They knew about the Ishimura. Someone knew. We were all dead from the moment we arrived.
Again, a point where Isaac could elaborate or talk to Hammond more, he doesn't. Again, did we really need to have Isaac have a speaking role if we were going to give him this little? Because if I was going to make someone talk again, I'd actually sit there and I'd actually, we'd run through the dialogue and just sort of mock play it, if I was talking with a writing team, we'd mock play through the things and like say, okay, how could Isaac react here? What would you say in this situation? But it feels like a lot of the time it's stuck in between. Because it's probably somebody fighting for it. Somebody probably didn't want Isaac to have a speaking role, because that again changes the game too much. So what you see here is you see the people that wanted to make him talk got their way, but they were stopped from changing too much by the one person who thought this was changing too much. But the thing is, the writing team that would have gotten their way probably would have fucked more things up. But the thing is, this isn't good either. Yeah, hell, put in a line if you find the log early when he confirms it. Yeah, right, where's that, wow, attention to detail developers? Where's that moment? People are fucking wowed about the dumbest fucking things. When we actually see, we point something out like that isn't acknowledged. Crickets. But again, new popular thing. Everybody's gotta be talking about new popular thing and, you know, throwing pennies in the wishing well for new popular thing. And, you know, taking selfies of you throwing pennies into the wishing well of new popular thing. Because we can't say anything bad about new popular thing. Except we can, and joke's on you, it's something I actually like, so I'm gonna be vocal about it. Again, some people are gonna think I'm nitpicking, but no, this is modernity. Everywhere, and I hate it. Lag! Okay, do I don't think I need this. I think I do. Can't remember. Now, I think, yeah, this somehow this actually stops the flow of things. I'm not quite sure what the point of this puzzle is, but somehow, like, blocking that actually cuts the flow. Right, you're doing that, and then there's another one right over there. And if you do that, actually no, that I'm forcing it through the same pipe. Right, and then right. I'm not quite sure of how that's working with, you know, physics there, but it makes sense to me anyway. And then the encounter comes, and I don't care. Let's all go see Hammond turn into tomato paste. Hi, I'm your wonderful host, Phontomen, and welcome to my watch-along for Mobile Suit Gundam Witch of Mercury. We're about to see the scene, guys. Everyone get ready to say happy birthday. Yeah, fuck those guys. Where's the trigger warning, guys?
Another malfunction. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Someone get the door open.
Ah! Ah! You. Oh. Wait. No, I'm still here.